Good afternoon, or I should say good evening, everyone. My name is April Byrne, and I'm an interfaith minister, and I have the great honor and privilege of presiding over the sacred ceremony. If you haven't already, would you please silence your cell phones? Photos are permitted, but would you please remain in your seats and avidly eyes? Thank you very, very much, and have an amazing day. Celebrating with Jenna and Tom. Who today supports our bride Jenna as she joins her heart and life to our groom Tommy. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Good evening, family and friends. A wedding is such a wonderful occasion filled with hopes, dreams, tears of joy, and excitement. We are here today to celebrate the love that Jenna and Tommy have for each other and to rejoice and witness their decision to journey forward in their lives together. A marriage is not merely created by a law or a ceremony. Rather, it occurs in the hearts of the individuals. It grows out of loving, caring, and sharing ourselves with another. Jenna and Tommy have pledged to continue this amazing bond, which does not begin here today, but which began in wonder when they started dating 3.5 years ago. It was then that they recognized a special spark in one another, fueled by a shared belief that when we love, we always strive to become better than we are. Jenna and Tommy are truly better together and will continue to grow and develop with the nurturing support of each other. Jenna and Tommy, today you enter as individuals, but you will leave here as husband as wife, blending your lives, expanding your family ties by forming a new family and embarking upon the grandest adventure of marriage. This beautiful destination, Lake Mohawk, has a great deal of history for Jenna and her family. It's here where her great-grandfather, William Snyder I, was one of the first few people to build a house on the lake. The house has been in the family for 5 generations, and there's also a bench on the boardwalk dedicated to her great-grandfather. But this lake also holds a lifelong dream for Jenna. When she was just a tot and out on the lake, she saw her very first bride walk out of the club and on the boardwalk. And she told everyone, when I grow up and I get married, this is where I want to get married, here at the club. So, of course, everyone laughed since she was so young. And they said, well, if that's what you want, you can have it. And now, some 20 years later, Jenna and Tommy will be saying their vows here at Lake Mohawk in front of their family and friends. And speaking of family, Jenna and Tommy are pleased to have their parents in the front row close to them for the ceremony. Parents Jill, Barry, Annette, and Tommy, look at your beautiful children standing before you today as bride and groom, and very soon, husband and wife. They have tremendous respect for the values you have instilled in their lives. And from your examples, they have learned about unconditional love, honesty, hard work, independence, and to be respectful, compassionate of their families and those around them. Thank you, dear parents. And with love in our hearts, we take a moment to remember family members, especially grandparents, who are no longer with us today, but would be rejoicing with us all if they were. Their presence and all those gone, loved but not forgotten, can be felt here today as their loving spirits are watching over Jenna and Tommy and their families during this wonderful time of celebration. The philosopher Socrates tells us, there is no possession more valuable than a good and faithful friend. Jenna and Tommy would like to acknowledge and thank their family, friends, and bridal party. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen, for all of their help with the pre-wedding parties and today's festivities. Many of you here have given them much love, happiness, warmth, and guidance through the various stages of their lives. Because you are the ones who have supported and known them so well, it is only fitting that you are here to share this once-in-a-lifetime moment. And so it is that Jenna and Tommy present themselves to be married today, surrounded by the people they love the most. It's been said, don't marry the person you think you can live with. Marry only the individual you think you can't live without. And in that spirit, I'd like to share some of the warm, loving, and funny things I learned about Jenna and Tommy's love. Our honored couple met through modern technology, a dating app. Jenna and her friend decided to have some fun and try online dating. When Jenna saw the name Tommy Too Tall, she clicked the link and discovered Tommy was 6'7", like whoa tall. And Tommy found Jenna's profile and saw she was tall as well, and a teacher. He knew he had to take his time and write a proper email to Jenna. The next day, she received a grammatically correct, beautifully written paragraph from Tommy. Plus, it was spelled correctly and included punctuation. They communicated back and forth via text and email. An old-fashioned in-person meeting was set. The plan was for Tommy to pick up Jenna at 6:30. Well, 6:30 turned into 7:30, and that finally turned into 8:30. Yes, Tommy was 2 hours late. Between the rain, his crummy GPS, and sheer luck, Jenna still went out with him. They had a great evening of non-stop talking and laughter. When Tommy took Jenna home, he told her he had a great time, they should get together again, and then he proceeded to shake her hand.
I did.
Poor Jenna left the date wondering why she didn't get a goodnight kiss. But to Tommy's credit, he did call 10 minutes later and apologized for not kissing her and hoped he didn't mess things up. Luckily, Jenna was happy to see Tommy again, and with her dad's permission, thanks Dad, they went to Atlantic City. Tommy's Uncle Mike met them for lunch and then set them up with a nice room. Where's Uncle Mike? Give us a wave. Hey, there he is. His parting words to Tommy were, "You better not screw this one up." Thanks, Uncle Mike. And everyone, please have an extra cocktail or two during the party in honor of Uncle Mike. During the 3.5 years Jenna and Tommy have been together, they and their relationship have grown, blossomed, and matured. They've experienced career changes, many wonderful trips to Wildwood, vacations to Disney, DC, and the Poconos. Jenna and Tommy have visited wineries in different states and attended lots of concerts and sporting events. They eventually moved in together and had their share of growing pains that most young couples experience. But all in all, this made their love more resilient and had strengthened their trust and relationship. Now Tommy was getting ready to pop the all-important question and enlisted Jenna's family for help with his plan. It was Memorial Day weekend and everyone was up here at the lake. Our future bride and groom went to the boardwalk so they could get some ice cream, and Jenna wondered why Tommy was acting a bit nervous. Then she spotted a balloon tied to her great-grandfather's honorary bench, and out of the corner of her eye, she also noticed her friend Megan and her camera. Jenna was so on to Tommy. He first had Jenna watch a recorded message of himself with Bret Michaels of Poison, saying, "Tommy has something very important to ask you." Now this part was particularly meaningful to Tommy since the first song he learned on the guitar was "Every Rose Has Its Thorn," which is a very popular song from the group Poison. Then he played a few of Jenna's favorite country songs and started his carefully written and musically timed proposal. Once he heard the violin begin, Tommy dropped down to one knee. Jenna barely understood what Tommy was saying since she was experiencing a surreal moment in time. Of course, she started crying, nodded her head yes, bent over to kiss Tommy, and then it started pouring. And here we all are today. Jenna and Tommy have brought us all together to illustrate their love and commitment to the wonder of their marriage ceremony. When I ask what do you love about one another and why have you chosen to marry, Jenna shares, "I love that Tommy lives in the moment. I admire his kindness, understanding, and ability to have fun and enjoy the journey of life. Tommy has given me the ability to be more understanding, and he always has me laughing. I chose Tommy because of all of his amazing qualities, and he's my best friend. He's the one I want to call when something good or bad has happened. Tommy is just an overall fantastic person and partner whom I'm very lucky to be married. And Tommy relates, besides her great outer beauty, I love that Jen is a fighter. Even when she's in pain, she displays a special talent to teach and connect with kids who have disabilities. She's extremely smart and makes sure that I know I can never pull one over on her. Jenna has made me a better person for myself and our relationship, and I've chosen Jenna because I know that if something goes wrong in my life, she will be there no matter what. I can't see myself with anyone but Jenna. Jenna and Tommy, today carry forward with you all the good times you have shared and make a commitment to share in many more good times to come. As husband and wife, you will appreciate each other. You will laugh a lot. You will take on new challenges together, and you will grow older and wiser together. I'd like to invite Tommy's cousin Janine to come up and share with us an excerpt from 1 Corinthians verse 13.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking, and it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
Before you, Jenna, and you, Tommy, are joined together in marriage in my presence and in the presence of your family, friends, and God. Please remember this. Marriage is a voluntary and full commitment entered into with the desire, the hope, and the firm intention that it will last a lifetime. Tommy, the woman whose hands you're holding and whose eyes you're looking into, loves you very, very much. And so I ask you, Tommy, will you take Jenna to be your wife, your lifelong partner? Will you forever love her, respect her, and believe in her? Do you promise to encourage and inspire her, to always be honest with her, to make her laugh until she cries, and wipe away her tears from happiness enduring the challenging times, and stand by her side through whatever may come?
I do.
Jenna, the man whose eyes you're looking into and whose hands you're holding, loves and adores you very, very much. So I ask you, will you take Tommy to be your husband, your lifelong partner? Will you forever love him, respect him, and believe in him? Do you promise to encourage and inspire him, to always be honest with him, to make him laugh until he cries, wipe away his tears of happiness during the challenging times, and stand by his side through whatever may come? Jenna and Tommy have written their own secret vows of love, and they will now speak the words that will be the foundation of their marriage today and forever.
Jen, you gotta project when you have I'm a singer, you know that. Anyways, Jen, there was a time in my life that I didn't believe in love. I was skeptical about true love stories and only thought they existed in songs. Well, us standing right here today proves I was wrong. And we know how often I like to admit that I'm wrong. Today, we add another chapter to our love story. Taking a chance and writing that beautifully written 5-paragraph message was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. As a great philosopher once said, when I least expected it, she opened the door, gave me her heart, and I'm gonna love her forevermore. I don't know who that philosopher is. It might be me. Jen, I love you because you're one of the strongest people I've ever known. You're smart, courageous, driven, responsible, and caring. I love you because you come from an amazing family that has taught you strong family values. I owe your dad big time for letting me pry you away from him. I love that you actually understand and like sports and that I don't have to explain to you what a 6-4-3 double play is. I promise to always be there for you when you're in times of doubt. I promise to laugh with you every day, look into your amazing eyes, and say I love you. I promise to work hard each day to solidify our bond together. In the end, it's me and you against the world. I promise to stay true to our deal about washing the dishes and throwing out the trash as long as you cook and continue to cook. And don't slip your lunch meals into the sink when the dishes are all washed in the morning. I promise to listen to hear what you were saying, not listen to respond. I promise to always hold your hand and walk with you through the good times and the bad. Most importantly, I promise to live a long and happy life with you. I take you, Jen, for my lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, and until death do us part.
Tommy, before I met you, I believed that I had everything in my life perfectly planned out. I was always told to make sure that I could take care of myself, and throughout my life, I acquired the tools to do so. I thought I had it all. Then you entered my life and changed everything that I thought I knew. You are my complete opposite. I noticed that from our very first date, especially the time management area. Somehow, when you finally got to me, I locked eyes with you and immediately knew this was something different. This was a game changer. Today, these complete opposites are standing in front of one another with similar goals and dreams. If there is anything we could agree upon wholeheartedly, I'm ecstatic that it's the promise to marry one another. I love you because you don't take life too seriously, and because you make me smile on the days that I've forgotten how to. I'm not emotional, this is killing me.
I'm loving every minute of it. Let it keep going, we'll go for 4 hours.
On this day, I promise to listen to you and learn from you, to support you and accept your support. I promise to continue to be open and honest with you. I promise that you will never have to face anything alone. I promise to always invest time into us. I promise to keep our life exciting and to make marriage our best adventure. Most importantly, I promise to always make fun of your sports team because mine are totally better. I love you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you are yet to be. Yes. I'm not used to it.
Now, this is the point in the ceremony where we usually talk about wedding bands being a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. Well, we all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth, metal is liquefied in a furnace, then molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from something raw, and love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings and is forged over time. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. Jenna and Tommy, these rings are a token of that love which you have forged and that will last forever. And may God bless these rings as a symbol of your unity and peace and a sign of your great faith and devotion in each other. Tom, would you do the honors and please give Jenna's ring to Tommy? Tommy, please repeat after me as you place this ring on Jenna's finger. I, Tommy, do promise this day to love, honor, and cherish you as my wife, companion, and partner. I place this ring upon your hand as a sign of my love and fidelity. Tom, would you do the honors again and please hand Tommy's ring to Jenna? Jenna, please repeat after me as you place this ring on Tommy's finger. I, Jenna, do promise this day to love, honor, and cherish you as my husband, companion, and partner. I place this ring upon your hand as a sign of my love and fidelity. I'd like to share a reading from the Song of Songs, also known as I Am My Beloved. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. My beloved speaks and says to me, arise, my love, my fair one, come away. The lure of the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth its figs, and the vines are in blossom, and they give forth fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. O my dove, and in the cleft of the rocks, and in the covert of the cliff, let me see your face, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and your face is comely. Set me as a seal upon your heart, and a seal upon your arm, for love is as strong as death, jealousy cruel as the grave. It flashes on flashes, fire, a most venomous flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods drown it. If a man offered for love all the wealth of his house, it would be utterly scorned. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Now, before I bless and pronounce Jenna and Tommy, they will take part in the blending of the sands. And this ritual has great significance and meaning to our bride and groom, since they have spent many, many memorable vacations down the shore at Wildwood. Jenna and Tommy, your relationship is symbolized through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. Each container represents you, the families of your birth, your spiritual foundation, and signifies strength, character, and holds its own unique beauty. The life that each of you has experienced until now, individually, and will now be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand could never be separated and poured again into the individual containers, so will your marriage be. The mingle of sands also symbolizes the unity of family and how all of your lives will be richer because of your common bond of love. Jenna and Tommy, you have come before us and pledged your love and hearts to one another. May you respect each other's individual personality and philosophy and give each other room to grow and fulfill each other's dreams. May your sense of humor and playful spirit continue to enliven your relationship. May you be friends, lovers, and partners, meeting the joys and cares of life as one. May your lips stay forever sweet, and may you always be happy in one another's arms. And let your love be stronger than your anger, and look for the best in your beloved rather than the worst. Learn the wisdom of compromise, for it is better to bend than to break. And remember to say, I love you each and every day. And long, long years from now, may you look at one another with a twinkle in your eye and be able to say, because of you, I have lived the life I always wanted to live. And because of you, I have become the person I always longed to be. May God bless and keep you. May He shine His face upon you and bring you peace. May your home be filled with the sound of children's laughter and the feeling of warmth that comes from a life of love, joy, harmony, and good health. And since you are both joyfully committed to this union, let me formally declare that I, April Byrne, interfaith minister, am duly authorized to solemnize your marriage according to the laws of the state of New Jersey. Tommy and Jenna, it is with absolute delight I'm honored to declare you husband and wife. But wait, there's more. No, wait, there's more. Before Tommy and Jenna can seal the deal, Tommy must seal the deal and break the glass. And the breaking of the glass symbolizes many things. For today's ceremony, it signifies the wishing of good luck to our newly married couple, and it is a sign of good fortune, and tells us that our joy and the couple's love in this union are so great that no vessel can contain it. And the number of shards of glass indicate the many happy years Jenna and Tommy will spend together. And as Tommy breaks the glass, I invite you all to join me in wishing them good luck by shouting out Mazel Tov or congratulations. Tommy, kiss your bride! Friends and family, I'm pleased to present Mr. and Mrs. Tommy Byrne.